Hello, this is Gail. I'm going to let you know, there's some of you that don't. When you use your flowers, I take these and I will cut them off, the stems that are blank. Basically, they're like a wire that you're going to use. It's coated, that's okay. And then I always pull my stems, my leaves, whatever, I save those too. You never know when you're going to need that little leaf. Now what I'm working on today is a floating cross. And I'm going to show you a little trick I figured out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of that stem, not too long there, and cut it off. Yay. Well, maybe I'll cut it off if it'll let me. Alright, and we're going to take a second piece. We've got a bottom, we've got a top, we need one on both. I'm making this probably about an inch long, that area. Set those aside, those up there. Now what I'm going to do here, we've got to glue this string to our frame. And as you notice, I didn't cut a little bottom of this. I ain't going to worry about it. Nobody will see that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cross about where I want it to be. Do a little bit of measuring there. And my frame is upside down. I'm going to go for my center. And to find the center of my frame, what I do is I'll take that paper that came from the inside, fold it in half. I know you can't see me doing that. Anyway, I folded it in half, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little trusty marker, where it's at, and I'm going to measure this out by laying my paper down there along with that little mark, unseen. I'm going to check my other side, see if it comes out the same, and it does. There's my center. I'm going to do my bottom part. Again, put my paper down, make my little mark. Now measure my other side and make sure it matches. I don't know, I feel like crafts should be as perfect as you can make them, but nothing's perfect in this world. So that's alright, we'll just do what we can do. Now, I've got my string. I always put extra on there. It's a lot better to have extra you can cut away than not have enough of the fishing string. So I'm going to take my bottom. I want this to hang basically in the middle. I'm going to go measure my thing there. I am going to go ahead and cut some of this off. So find my scissors. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking my camera and mixing it up. That's okay. Reaching for my glue gun, which is down below me. Just where I keep it at. And I'm going to take and put just a spot of glue on my little wire. That's there. And turn that back around. Guess I need to make a... Getting seasick yet? Guess I need to make a glue gun holder that holds my phone so I can record. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, my glue's still on there. So I'm going to take that end that I have and I'm going to attach it to there. Now, usually I keep water sitting by me. Yeah, I waited too long. That's alright. I'll make another. Usually I keep some water sitting by me somewhere. So that way, if I get a hot spot with glue, I will stick my fingers in the water, get them cooled off, and then back onto my thing I'm working on. But spit works too. Alright, I've got that attached to there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to roll it on there. And me telling you how to do that did not work. Let's try that again. Alright, you need a bigger glob of hot glue. Alright, let's get that on there this time. Now you're going to probably guess this is the first time I did one of these videos. You are probably right, because it is. There, it's on there. I'm going to start rolling this. Roll, roll, roll. I'm going to roll this fishing string on here somehow till I get to the size length I want it to be. And when I get it rolled to the length I want it to be, then I'm going to glue it at my spot, my center line I made. I'm going to glue that whole thing in there. Yeah, hot. Vapor, water. Hot, hot. I'm hoping you're seeing this. You're not seeing it. I'm sorry. Ow. Hot. Spiderwebs. Like I said, I glued it on there. And then I started wrapping the extra string around it. And I'm hot gluing it into place there. A little bit of water. Then I'm going to pull this up to where I want it to be. Make sure that looks okay, which is, that works for me. I can handle that. I'm going to move this down a little bit now. Now I'm taking my other one up here at the top. I'm going to cut that off some. Again, always better to throw away a little, not have enough. And we've got my other stick I made. Going for glue gun. I have a very small space to work with, but yeah, I'm used to it. Alright, I got my daub of glue on there. And I'm going to get my string attached to that. You can choose your own method to work, however that works best for you. I'm wrapping it, as you can see. It's wrapping right into that glue that's on there. I'm going to make sure it's the length I want to be. And I'm still wrapping. And kind of got to stretch this out a little bit, make sure my bottom is correct and my top is tight. Here comes the glue strings. Because you don't want it to bog down. Alright, I'm holding this up there so it will get tight in there. Now I'm going to take the glue gun and my trusty glass of water. Water for fingers. Water will dry. I'm put some glue on there. And right where the fishing string is, I'm going to cool that quickly so it doesn't melt my fishing string. You see I've got that in there, and I'm going to make sure it's all in there well. This will sure save fingers. So half a glass of water in a cup, whatever you want it in, and then just daub it. Stick your finger. If you have ice water, that's even better because it cools faster. Cools your fingers faster too. And if you ever get hot glue on your fingers, stick it in there. It will cool it off. You won't be sitting there dying, and then you can just pick it off. Okay. Now I'm going to hold this up to show you what I've done. There. I did something, but I'm going to show you how fixable it is. I didn't put my metal where it needs to be, my rod. So I'm going to get my little trusty X-Acto knife, if I can find it, which I can't, of course. This will work. I've got to reset this. That's what I get for talking and not watching. Giving me glue gun hints. That's okay. I'm going to pry this up. It's dry, mostly. But as you can see, a lot easier to pull up. And still attached to everything. I'm going to clear my extra glue out of there. I'm going to put in another spot of glue. Right there's my mark. I don't know why I didn't see that. I wasn't watching. Put in some glue there. And then I'm going to take this piece, put it back up there, in the spot. Oh my God, burn, burn. In the spot it should be. If you put water on your glue, it's okay, it's going to dry. If you need to put more glue on it, you'll hear a little sizzle. Hey, it's working. Then pop it down. Take a moment, get a couple more glue sticks out. I hope this sounds right when I'm talking. I don't like hearing myself talk on these things. I hate my picture worse. So you'll never see my picture on here. Not even for a joke. Anyhow, I'm going to pick all the glue strings off there. Hang this up, or stand it up, as I should say, to see. Oh yeah, that's much better. Can you see that? It's hanging in the middle where I need it to be. When I put my middles together, the two crosses, now I need to do some cut work on those to clear the extra glue out of there. But I take a pretty good amount of the fishing string and I knot it up inside there, and I lay it down with a little bit of glue, and then I put some more just to give it some extra way to hold in there, so if it pulls, it's got to pull through all that glue and all that extra string that's in there. Okay? Now I'm going to put this on pause. I think I figured out how to do that. And I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, I found my things that I was looking for, including my knife. Boy, I can lose these things or drop them faster than a child eats a bag of candy. Terrible with them. So I have plenty, but never could find nails either. Alright, I'm going to flip my frame over. And the cross here, doesn't matter which side's up, down, it's going to flip around anyway. I'm removing all the extra string that I can find, get it out of there, glue webs, anything like that. And looks like we're going to have a little bit of extra string here. It seems to stretch a little bit sometimes, but I'll show you how to fix that too. Alright, now I'm going to take the other half of the frame and get it ready. Now, one thing I'll tell you, if you look on the insides of these frames here, sometimes they look okay. Sometimes it's not a problem. Sometimes it don't look good at all. So what I do is I will take and I will get paint, and I'll paint the inside of it to match the frame, so that way it looks like it's all part of it, even though it's an inside. Now, I'm going to get some clamps up here, because I'm going to use clamps. Because I have found that you can buy these at Walmart. There's a pretty good size bag for like $8. All different sizes in there. So you want to see what is going to take your project, or what your hands can do. I'm choosing that medium size there. I'm going to need 4 of these. There's 3. Come on, I know there's 4 in here. I see them earlier. Well, I can find 3 of them in here right now. But there's a smaller one. I can do that one as well. Alright, what I'm going to do is a little combination of things here. I'm going to get my glue out, my E6000. Tell I'm real organized here, can't you? Me too. Okay, I found it. And I'm going to set one frame away from the other one for just right now, because I find that the E6000 works better on this than if you're using hot glue. If you don't get the hot glue on in time, then the frame won't go down correctly. It just doesn't do it. So I've got my E6000. Yep, there it is. And I'm going to stick it where I need to have it. Now you're filling up this edge here, because there's an inset edge there. Let's fill that up. And I'm filling it up. You can't see me, can you? Alright, over here. Now, one thing too, I know some of you have commented on your glues, how you start using them, and pretty soon you can't seem to get them. And when you use pliers on it, that it will tear the toothpaste holder, or the, well, not toothpaste, I guess. It'll tear the carriager of your E6000. So, something I do when you first start using it and you see it's getting long, I take a pair of needle nose pliers and I will gently, you hear that word? I'll squeeze that very bottom to make it go up, which gives me that little bit of a ledge, and then I'll turn it with the needle nose. It seems to work out pretty well. If it doesn't work out, if you get a hole in that, put some tape on it. Put enough tape on to stop it. Now I'm going to spread my E1600 around a little bit, and I can use my fingers and have glue on me forever. Okay, But what I'm going to use is my one designated glue stick. It's designated because I just picked it out. Alright, so we're going to smear this around with that glue stick. Make sure it gets everywhere. The good thing about this is these 6000 takes a little bit of drying, but you can get it where you want it. Scrape it off there. I got to go around my bottom. There's my hand. Going around the bottom. Hitting all the spots. Make sure it's spread so everybody gets a little bit. You don't have to be evenly spread. You do want to make sure you cover your top and your bottom. And again, smear it around up there. Now I've got it in the groove and a little bit up on here. I'm also going to put some up on the edge. You want to be careful putting it on the edge because if you put too much, it'll seep out and then you end up having to cut it down, cut it off, so it's not seen. I think we're pretty well together here. I'm going to take my designated glue stick and stick it over there somewhere. Yeah, I can still use it in the glue gun, but not today. It's got to dry. Alright, we're going to take the frame. We're going to put the frame where it needs to be. And you want to make sure one side's even, your bottom and top are even. If you make sure the top, bottom, and side is even, hey, the other side's going to be even too. Now we're going to take the clamps and we're going to put them on. And when we do this, as we do it, we turn. Make sure your bottoms and tops are still even. That the one hasn't pushed to the side. And if it did, go get you another clamp and put it on as well. That'll put your forces back against each other where they need to be. Alright, we've got two. We're going to put the third one at top. Just, there we are. Turn this slowly. Remember, you've got this heavy thing in the middle there, and you want to be careful. You don't want it to get stretched out too far. You don't want it to bounce around and get off-centered. I am going to turn this up. There we are. Okay, I'm going to get some video of this. You can see that I've got some glue spots, so get that out. Get that out. And on our bottom here, we have this little cord that's wobbly. Again, we made it tight, but I'll show you how to tighten that up again. Alright, I'm going to get off here for right now. Look at this video and see how it looks. Because this is going to take a little bit of time to dry. And I was going to use this base. But I've decided against that, and I'm going to put together another base. Alright, this gal out for now.